He was involved in all kinds of activities. I know karate was one, he did that.
I enjoy playing football and basketball.
One thing for parents to ask themselves is to be sure if this is the child's interest or yours. Parents, sometimes without thinking about it, it's something they actually wish they'd done, you know, whether it's learning the guitar or dance lessons, and they're actually giving the child it because it's something they wanted. And that's very often the ones that go to the wall quite quickly. You really need to be talking to them and saying, you know, do you definitely want to do this? Be sure they're going to want to do it, and then you've got a little bit more chance of it, you know, succeeding. It doesn't guarantee success. You know, there'll still be times when they try it and may not find it works out for them, but it's a little bit likelier to succeed than if you never ask them. You know, if you just hear that other kids are doing it and think, well, I'll sign them up for that.
I do dancing and things.
Oh, lots of sport. I do running, do netball.
Their attention span isn't really very good, to be honest. They are brilliant singers, but they won't sing for anyone.
It's difficult for parents if you've got your child started on an expensive hobby which requires you to buy expensive equipment, and then they decide they've had enough of it 5 minutes later. It's reasonable to say to them, well, we're going to give this a certain amount of time. You can't just have one go and say, oh, I don't want to do that, because that way you haven't, you know, given it a chance. And it makes sense if something requires expensive clothes or equipment, you know, not to buy that until you've reached that point. Children can be overwhelmed, actually. They can just have too many activities and no downtime. And then, you know, they really are finding it too much. You know, they've got school, homework, and then if they've got activities 5 nights a week, it's actually too much for them. And then they will vote with their feet and show you that they're just going to stop and have a break. It can help sometimes to say to your child, you know, I understand how it feels. I've tried new activities myself. You know, I tried learning the piano, and at first it's a really uphill struggle because you don't know how to do it. But if you go past that point, then you get better at it. You start to enjoy it.
I like singing, trampolining, and football on a Tuesday.
It's important to praise your child for any efforts they're putting into a hobby or activity. You have to tell them that if they're not very good at something, if they don't happen to be the best ballet dancer in the class, or if judo just isn't their thing, you're not going to be annoyed about it. You know, not every child is sporting, not every child's going to be musical. And if you can find things that they are likely to succeed at, or at least in a small way, they're much more likely to persevere.